What's the most high-risk, low-reward thing you've ever done? I was a straight A student at Jefferson High, where your GPA literally decided your future. Everyone knew the drill. Top grades meant scholarships, and scholarships meant escape from this dead-end town. I had my sights set on valedictorian and a full ride to state. That's when I found out about the cheating ring. These 5 kids in my AP classes had this whole system. They shared a Dropbox folder with test answers for every math and chemistry exam. While I was pulling all-nighters studying, they were getting perfect scores by copying. I watched my rank drop from 1st to 6th place. These cheaters were beating me with zero effort, and it made my stomach turn. But nobody wanted to be the snitch. In high school, ratting someone out was social suicide. For weeks, I went back and forth in my head. Part of me wanted to join them. It would have been so easy. But I kept thinking about my mom working double shifts to keep us afloat. She believed in me. She trusted that hard work would pay off. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore. During lunch, I went to the computer lab and found their shared folder still open on someone's screen. I quickly copied the link and screenshotted everything. Test answers, their group chat messages, the whole operation. I spent that night compiling evidence. Screenshots, dates, which tests were compromised. Then I created an anonymous email account and sent everything to Principal Williams with a detailed explanation. I hit send at 2 a.m. and immediately felt sick. There was no going back. 2 days later, I got called to the principal's office. My hands were shaking as I walked down the hallway. I thought he wanted to thank me or ask for more details. Instead, Principal Williams was sitting there with a disappointed look on his face. Behind him sat Mr. Chen, our IT guy, and Mrs. Foster, the guidance counselor. "Layla, we traced the anonymous email back to your IP address," Principal Williams said coldly. "We're very disappointed that you've been running this cheating operation." My heart stopped. "What? No, I was trying to report them. The Dropbox folder was created from your computer. All evidence points to you being the ringleader." I tried explaining, but they'd already made up their minds. The real cheaters had deleted their names from everything and scrubbed their digital footprints. Meanwhile, my IP address was all over their investigation because I'd accessed the folder to gather evidence. "This is a serious academic integrity violation," Mrs. Foster said. "We're suspending your valedictorian status immediately." The worst part? 3 days later, I found out why nobody believed me. Jake Morrison's dad was on the school board, and he'd already called in favors. The whole investigation was designed to pin everything on someone else. I lost my class rank. My scholarship to state got suspended pending further review. I had to go through weeks of disciplinary hearings where I kept telling the same story nobody wanted to hear. The real cheaters? They kept their perfect records. Jake even got his scholarship to Harvard. I watched him give a speech at graduation about the importance of integrity. It took 6 months for someone else to finally leak the group chat logs that proved everything I'd said. Some sophomore found screenshots on an old phone and sent them to the local newspaper. Suddenly there was evidence I couldn't have faked. Principal Williams called me into his office one more time. "We owe you an apology, Layla. This was a terrible mistake." I just stared at him. "My scholarship is gone. My college applications were rejected. You ruined my future to protect your board member's kid. We'd like to write you a letter of recommendation to help with your appeals." I walked out without another word. By then, the damage was done. State had given my scholarship to someone else. My recommendation letters had been pulled from every application. I ended up at community college, working nights at a diner to pay tuition. It took me 4 years to transfer to a decent university, and by then, I was thousands of dollars in debt. The cheaters all graduated from their fancy schools and landed great jobs. I'm still paying off student loans and wondering what might have been if I'd just kept my mouth shut.